Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be learning how to make a pencil skirt with hip allocation, meaning the back is going to be bigger than the front. So from the top of the paper, which serves as my waistline, I'm coming down by 1 inch for our pouch, then mark our hip length, waist to hip length, and then we're going to locate our knee coming up by 2 to 3 inches from the actual knee. We mark our knee and then the full length of the skirt. I'm also going to repeat the hip measurement, the knee and the full length of the skirt. I'm going to be adding to this full length of the skirt because it's not the entire length that I want, but this is how far the paper can go. Okay, so I will square this across. Now remember, this is the front part. Okay, so my waist divided by 4, I'm going to mark it exactly what it is. 30 divided by 4, 7.5. Now from that point, I'm going to come down to slant it to the 1 inch for our waist pouch. The pouch is going to eliminate bulge around the waistline. Now on the hip line, I'll divide my hip by 4 and then minus 1 inch from it. If the hip is 40, divide by 4, it's going to be 10, and then we minus 1 inch and mark 9 inches. So we're going to connect that to our waist. The remaining 1 inch will be added to the back. Now we also took our round knee circumference, right? We'll have a video on how to take our round knee circumference, or I'm going to make another video with regards to that. So the round knee circumference divided by 4, and that is exactly what I marked. The round knee is 34 divided by 4, and I marked whatever it gave me on the knee and connect it to the hip line. Now, whatever I have on the knee line, rather connecting the hip to the knee, whatever I have on the knee, I'm just going to bring it down straight to the length of the skirt. Remember, we're making a pencil skirt. So this is the front, and the front does not have any dart. This place is going to be cut off. Okay, now going over to the back, we're going to be starting from the center back by going in by 0.5 to 0.75. From that point, we're going to start taking our waist divided by 4. This is going to help the back to relax properly. We'll locate our hip length, which is the same with the front, right? And then we're going to square it across this way, waist to hip, the same with the front. All right. Now we're moving forward to connect the 0.5 or 0.75 to the hip line. Okay, this will also make the back to bulge to give you a nice fitting. Now our hip divided by 4, and whatever it gives us, we're adding 1 inch to it. Remember the 1 inch that we removed from the front, we are adding it to the back. This is especially for someone that has a wider back, okay? And also if the front is going to become more curvier, it's not right, you need to balance it. So on the knee, we are connecting it exactly to where the front knee was connected. So square it across. All right. Now at the back center knee, we're going to be going in by 1 inch. This is to tighten the center back so that it gives a nice fitting just below the buttocks. It gives a nice fitting. So you can see the shape it has there on the up and below, allowing the hip to come up the way it's supposed to be. Then our knee circumference, we're going to mark it from the 1 inch that we've marked for our knee tightening. All right, from the 1 inch, that is where we marked whatever it is that our knee gave us, divided by 4. So we're going to connect it from the hip line this way, and make sure you blend your hip to avoid pointed hip. Okay, so this is what we have for the back so far. Now whatever it is that we have at the knee, we're bringing it straight down we have 1 inch at the center back, so we'll bring it down 1 inch straight, and we'll measure from there to the other side. Whatever we have, we'll bring it straight down as well and connect the two of them together. This is quite easy, but after sewing it, you're going to see the fitting of your garment. Now coming to the upper part, I'm going to go down by 0.25. You know that there's this kind of bulge that happens at the back around the zipper area, and we don't want it. So the length of my dart is 6 inches. So I'm going to mark 6 inches down. Now that depth, I mean the size of the darts, you can divide your nipple, divide by 2, or you just mark 4 inches, and that is what I have. Okay, so I'm going to be marking 0.5 on both sides of the dart and connect it to the length of my dart intake. Okay, so this is what we have. Very easy and simple and straightforward. And we're just going to proceed to cutting away the front and the back. The pencil skirt is quite easy. You don't need too much. So cut this away. Now for this back side, you can see the way it is. This will help the back to relax, but don't overdo it if the person does not have a big back side. Okay, if the person does not have a big backside, you don't have to overdo it, right? The curve of the back hip and the curve of the front hip most times need to match up to avoid having some wrinkles on one side or some squeezes on one side. So proceed to cutting this, and after cutting, I'm going to transfer it to our main fabric. In case you've not subscribed to this channel, we've not been on for some time, and this is our first video since the last few months. Please, in case you've not subscribed, please try and subscribe to this channel, and we'll promise to bring you more and more beautiful videos going forward. Okay, so please subscribe, like, share, and give this video a thumbs up. It will help to increase the reach and let others watch as well. So here we've transferred to our fabric, and I've added my seam allowances of 1 inch on both sides and below, and also at the upper part 1/2 inch, on the waistline 1/2 inch. Okay, so it depends on how much seam allowance you can handle, but seam allowance is not supposed to be more than 1 inch. Okay, so you don't, after adding and then trim it off again, or it will not allow the garment to relax properly. So thank you for watching. This is the front. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.